Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where Trump is totally healthy, just ask anyone. This is Ballot.
That's right, but don't worry. J.D. Vance wants you to know he's ready to take charge because there's definitely nothing wrong with Trump. Let's hit this. I'm Patrick Gutfield, and, well, this is reassuring. Vice President J.D. Vance wants everyone to know he's ready to take over if Trump's health takes a turn. Thanks to his extensive 7 months of good on-the-job training. Most people need more training to operate a forklift, but Vance is confident he can handle being leader of the free world after what amounts to a really long internship. Don't worry, America. I've been watching Trump work for almost a full school year. I think I've got this. Meanwhile, Vance insists Trump is in incredibly good health with incredible energy, which is interesting timing considering Trump recently called St. Petersburg Leningrad, a name that's been retired since 1991. That's not a small geography mix-up. That's like calling New York New Amsterdam. Then there was the Alaska incident, where Trump announced twice that he was traveling to Russia to meet Putin when the meeting was actually taking place in Alaska. Look, I get it. Alaska and Russia are neighbors. You can practically wave to each other across the Bering Strait. Just ask Sarah Palin. But when you're the president, saying you're going to Russia when you mean Alaska is like saying you're going to Mars when you mean the moon. And then there are those mysterious bruises on Trump's hands that he's been covering with makeup. The White House claims it's from excessive handshaking and aspirin use, but the bruising has now spread to both hands. Either Trump has become ambidextrous in his greeting enthusiasm, or there's something else going on. Nothing says presidential vitality like having to conceal injuries with concealer. But don't worry, if anything happens, we've got J.D. Vance standing by with his 7 months of experience and the confidence of someone who just finished their first week at a new job. I've been taking notes. I know where the important meetings are, and I'm pretty sure I remember the Wi-Fi password. How hard could it be? Then again, how bad could J.D. Vance be? What's he going to do? Not stop the war in Ukraine? Or make a 2-cheeseburger meal cost $11? Maybe President Vance will even release the Epstein files. Vance has apparently appointed himself the Roger Goodell of conspiracy theories, warning the NFL not to give the Kansas City Chiefs special treatment just because Travis Kelce is marrying Taylor Swift. Let me get this straight. The Vice President of the United States took time out of his busy schedule of whatever it is vice presidents do to sit down with USA Today and express his deep concern that NFL referees might start throwing phantom flags in favor of Kansas City. Not realizing, of course, that that's exactly what the refs should do. Vance claims he's worried about this as a Cincinnati Bengals fan, which explains a lot. Look, nobody wants to see the Bengals in the Super Bowl when we can fawn over Taylor. I'm calling holding on the Bengals myself. What's truly remarkable here is that Vance delivered this entire theory with the confidence of someone who's cracked the Da Vinci Code. He's out there warning America about the great Taylor Swift NFL industrial complex, as if Roger Goodell is sitting in his office thinking, you know what? Shake It Off really is a banger. Let's make sure Kansas City gets some favorable calls. And then we have President Trump, who somehow managed to congratulate the couple despite previously posting I hate Taylor Swift in all caps on Truth Social.
Want to hear your favorite shows without any ads? It's easy. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, just tap the banner that says uninterrupted listening and unlock commercial-free versions of this show and all your other Calaroga favorites for just $4.99 a month. Even better, you get a 30-day free trial to start. That includes Palace Intrigue, your daily dose of royal family drama, 5 good news stories where we spotlight feel-good headlines, 5 daily trivia questions to test your brain, daily comedy news, bringing you the latest in comedy, celebrity trials for the biggest courtroom showdowns, and Taylor Swift Today for all things Taylor. Plus, coming September 14th, binge Season 2 of the hit series Crown and Controversy. This season, we explore how everything changed the moment Meghan met Harry, and the ripple effects that shook the royal family to its core. The power struggles, the family fractures, and the love story that rewrote the royal rulebook. All episodes drop that Sunday exclusively for subscribers. Go ad-free, binge more, and never miss a beat. Tap uninterrupted listening now.
A viral video claiming Trump has 6 to 8 months to live racked up nearly 6 million views, which is apparently what passes for medical diagnosis these days. The creator of this medical masterpiece? A physical therapist who was very careful to clarify he's not actually a doctor, even though half the internet ran with headlines screaming, "Doctor says Trump dying." That's like me analyzing someone's golf swing from a grainy YouTube video and everyone reporting, "Golf pro predicts Tiger Woods' imminent retirement." This guy looked at Trump's swollen ankles and bruised hands through his phone screen and confidently diagnosed congestive heart failure. That's some next-level telehealth right there. Most doctors need stethoscopes, blood tests, maybe even meeting the patient. But apparently all you need now is good Wi-Fi, a ring light, and the confidence of someone who's watched every episode of Grey's Anatomy. The physical therapist claimed Trump's health issues were so obvious that he could spot them from TikTok videos. He said the swelling in Trump's ankles was a dead giveaway, and that Trump sitting behind desks during appearances was proof his condition was worsening. By that logic, every podcaster in America is circling the drain. Joe Rogan sits for 3 hours straight. Clearly he's got weeks to live. His smoking gun evidence, Trump's bruised hands, which he attributed to IV treatments for heart failure. The White House, however, had a slightly less dramatic explanation: frequent handshaking and aspirin use. So either Trump is getting secret medical treatments in some underground bunker, or he's just really enthusiastic about meeting people while popping baby aspirin like a Tic Tacs. I'm going with the handshaking theory. The man treats every greeting like he's trying to start a lawnmower. This whole episode got so ridiculous that Snopes had to step in and fact-check it. But then again, the guy in charge of health thinks he can diagnose children's mitochondria just by people watching at LaGuardia. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., our new health secretary, has apparently developed some kind of supernatural medical vision that allows him to spot mitochondrial challenges in kids just by glancing at them in airport terminals. And here, I thought the most impressive thing you could do at an airport was find a decent sandwich for under $20. RFK claims he can tell children are overburdened with mitochondrial challenges just by looking at their faces and body movements. Now, for those of us who slept through high school biology, mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. Remember that? They're the tiny structures that generate energy in our bodies. Kennedy thinks he can assess how well these microscopic cellular engines are functioning just by observing children's lack of social connection at airports. Let me get this straight. Kids look tired and antisocial at airports, so clearly their cellular energy production is compromised. Has this man never traveled with children? Kids at airports look miserable because they've been awake since 4 a.m. They're missing their favorite cartoon, and someone made them wear nice clothes to sit in a metal tube for 6 hours. The internet had a field day with this one. People started joking about feeling mitochondrial challenged themselves, which honestly sounds like something you'd claim to get out of work. Sorry, can't make it to the meeting today. My mitochondria are acting up. Dr. Ashish Jha called it wacky, flat earth voodoo stuff, which is why he was named the new Secretary of State. Portions of today's show were made with the help of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, SEO keyword stuffing, and AI released the Epstein files, you coward.
Hey Swifties, it's Allie from the podcast Taylor Swift Today, your ultimate source for everything Taylor. We follow every moment of her incredible journey, from breaking tour records to new music drops. And now we're covering the most exciting era yet, Taylor's engagement to Travis Kelce. Get all the wedding speculation, fashion predictions, venue rumors, and relationship updates you crave. New episodes drop every Sunday, but with so much happening in Taylor's world, we're bringing you bonus episodes throughout the week. Don't miss a single detail of this fairy tale romance. Follow Taylor Swift Today on your favorite podcast player right now. Stay fearless.
From Calaroga Shark Media comes Celebrity Trials, the explosive new podcast that exposes the truth behind America's most captivating cases. I'm Reed Carter, and I'll take you inside real live daily trials and classic celebrity cases where fame, power, and justice collide. From Jeffrey Epstein's billion-dollar sex trafficking empire to the prep school killer who walked free, From family annihilators to celebrity plea deals. Discover the shocking verdicts, twisted evidence, and cultural forces that shape American justice. These aren't just crimes, they're cultural moments that reveal who we really are. Justice isn't always swift, but it's absolutely riveting. Celebrity Trials, available wherever you get your podcasts.
You can call me James. I spent 23 years designing aircraft that officially don't exist for agencies you think TV made up. Until I started asking the wrong questions. Navy ships are recording objects moving at impossible speeds. Infrastructure is failing in coordinated patterns. The moon looks smaller than it did 10 years ago. None of this is a coincidence. The official explanations don't add up. This is Paranormal Aliens, where we connect the dots they don't want connected. If you're hearing this, you know where to get podcasts. Follow Paranormal Aliens. New episodes weekly until they shut me down.